47. Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
We've been compromised. Abort and walk away now.
Who?
ICA. They tracked me. Don't know how.
It's what they do. How many?
One prime asset and a whole pack of up-and-comers. They've infiltrated the club searching for us. Christ, I think I killed one of them. Get out now before they spot you.
No. They found us once. They'll find us again. Keep your head down. I'll take care of this.
Hello and welcome to the Rivals World Championships 2022. Today we have a Group A game between Meekah and DaniButa, our RRWC winner of last year and the winner of the most recent RR. I'm joined by the wonderful and fun.
Hey Joker, hi everyone, glad to be here.
Yeah, always good, and thank you for admin. It's always a great job. Berlin up first, picked by Meekah. You know, he's a big fan of Berlin. He's like Chrome. He's like me. I think he's mainly going to pick Berlin in the groups. And it's a good map to be comfortable on, isn't it, Berlin?
Meekah is 2 for so far as far as Berlin is concerned. Indeed, in the picks, just saw them. Yeah, curious to see if they'll do more picks there. Not 2 for 2 as in terms of the Berlin win rate there. We can see the one loss that came against Dani actually during RR8. So could be a nice revenge, or could even knock Meekah down to 50% win rate after this.
Yeah, indeed. And I think Meekah will just hoping to grab that revenge, especially in a big game in Group A. You know, these two battling at the top, and our Berlin's been will be coming through. I'll take this one if you don't mind, and it will be Shotgun Biker for Agent 1, Fool as the delivery guy for Agent 2, Injected Poison as a DJ for Agent 3, Kitchen Knife Technician for Agent 4, and Batlax Club Crew for the Agent 5. And it's a quick Agent 5 kill, isn't it? Of course, you have Thames option available to you, so perhaps a biker starter here, so to say. It would make sense, I would think. My initial head would go to biker. You'd get 4 kills down relatively quickly because the kitchen knife is in this biker hangout. You know, you do that quick kill onto Thames. You know, biker, the shotgun biker kill. You have Learn full roaming down here. You get the full kill up onto green. Banner as well, the kitchen knife. It is very quick, this spin, so to say.
Yeah, I think this can be chained up very nicely, and I think Dani is looking at something like that because he took 20 seconds to load in on last check for something else before the KO. Could be even the kitchen knife, which he didn't pick up from the biker hangout. But it's not going to be the club crew kill because of the kitchen knife.
Leaves his battle axe there though. Went up to go for it. Yeah, of course, that's the garage door open, so it doesn't matter what disguise is in. Perhaps this one roaming bike here might be a bit off-putting. Meekah though, starting as a DJ. Something different, perhaps looking for a quick kill onto Chamberlain, which he might actually be able to grab here if he speeds up. We'll do a bullet distraction though, however, to avoid, but he doesn't actually have an injected poison, so it would have to just be a simple knockout onto Chamberlain for the meanwhile. Dani, the distraction onto the delivery man, but he sees Thames. Oh, that's the risk you have of crowbar over that door. But, you know, it's only a minute rip. Ain't that bad on Berlin, really. But it does mean.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead.
I think it's unlikely. Sorry, it's unlikely that it would count down to this 1 minute. Usually, one of these players can get going and the other one can't. So Meekah with a 1 minute lead, but with a whole different start, and it does feel like the biker start could chain up very nicely. And Dani, after this restart, can streamline the beginning of his spin a bit easier.
Yeah, we see Banner being a little too sort of, you see Banner a little too. It's always good to see. Hopefully he has the injected poison out. Who knows, he could be targeting Montgomery, who will be coming down these stairs now, so he's going to be a bit stuck in a minute. I think he tries now. We'll go for a shot distraction. It's going to be a bit risky, I'd think. Gets it off. It's going to be difficult for him to save. I can't see him doing this injected kill here. There's no way he does it.
It's really hard. Perhaps because this is classified as a ceiling shot apparently, so Meekah has these 2 spots on the stairs to catch Montgomery. But I think he's gonna go to the stairs. There's no elevation there. It's so good for Meekah.
God. Now, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I think he'll claim it's intentional. as anyone else would.
Seems oddly precise, but I think Meekah will take it for sure.
Yeah, indeed.
First kill on the board.
Dani though, as the delivery guy, coming up onto the roof here. Of course, Agent Green's here. We'll do a single shot. I think he does stop there anyways to report to. I forgot her name. What's her name? The one they all talk to.
Zhao, the handler for this mission.
Yeah, her. I never knew her name in the first place. That's great. I've learned something new. Meekah though. People on to Learnful here, so it seems, I don't know where a shotgun is. It seems by his map it's in the. Oh, I don't know.
Will it be the suit agency pickup next to the main entrance? Surely, it's far away.
Surely the club crew, the one in the club crew start would be better, no? But it doesn't matter. It's not much of a distance, anyways. We'll swap into the bike disguise here. perhaps might go for the free one that's loud. What do we know? No, it would make sense to go with the silence one though here.
A couple of options for sure, but I think Meekah won't really be looking for the shotgun kill just yet. He's picking up the 2 lethal melees there, and well, Club Crew is also nearby, but evidently the biker.
Danny's got his second kill down here though. He has the kitchen knife from the bike start, has a banner nice and knocks out. Your mic sounds a bit, oh, it always does, Scruffy, welcome. I'll see what OBS has done.
Well.
It is using my, yesterday OBS picked up my laptop mic, that was fantastic. Is it too close to your mouth? Probably, mate. It's either that or you don't hear me, so I'll put it further away and then turn it up. Never get all fuzzled. There you go. Do this. Bit quieter. I've been here for, oh, that is wonderful. Always blame OBS, that's my go-to.
Meekah acquired or secured the delivery guy disguise, but not, it didn't change into him. Probably looking for some other isolations here, and you were right about the agency pickup. It just looked like a bit strange on the minimap. Cannot get this grab on Agent Swan. I think maybe that's a last ditch question mark. So
should be able to get this. Should be able to. It seems close enough. But even then, he still hooks his attention, anyways. Does get a chain as well. So just wait for the door to shut before blasting him right in the face. Lovely kill. What a way to go out. Both players with a isolation onto Swan here though. Danny instead, you know, he'll have a bike disguise nearby in the form of the 3-1 in the bathroom. All swap to 1 here, and he will have his 4th and 3rd kill very shortly. He has 1. Then there's a kill which I'm surprised he didn't pick up earlier. But nevertheless, he's all fine. He's here, so it doesn't matter. We've got his 4th kill. So Danny with a nice lead on Meekah here, so to say. And now will Meekah go for the? I thought he was going to go for the full kill to learn for. Then I got a bit excited. I was like, oh hello. No, the green and banner here is just such a better option, so to say. And if he has a kitchen knife, he'll be like Danny. He'll have these 2 kills down. Then it's just the battle that's Club Crew, which for Meekah will probably be quicker, so to say. If he has a kitchen knife, Meekah, which he does, this is close. Map record is, I don't know, something by Fanium, so I hope it's beaten.
740 something. I do want to check it really quickly without missing a kill here. The current record is
don't worry.
734 by Fanium, so it would be 22.
Danny has a minute. He has a minute here to get this final kill.
And we can see on the mini, I think that's Chamberlain just leaving the area though, so can't really see an agent grab too quick.
I'm puzzled here.
Body found for Meekah.
It's a green dot.
The accidental, yep.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Now, he still needs that technician disguise after grabbing the full kill. He needs that technician disguise from somewhere. Now, if he did the banner, that'd be great. But even then, still a bit of a run. And it's going to go down to the wire here for sure. He has the Club Crew disguise. The battle axe is right there. He just needs his technician disguise, wherever that may be, on whoever. It's going to be close here.
Good with the battle axe kill. I was seeing it. You're right about that, sorry.
Yeah, good awareness there from Meekah. Now, where is Banner? Does he have him distracted, or is it technician disguise? Oh, I thought it was a technician disguise. That would have been great for Meekah if it was. Danny has Montgomery approaching. Should have this kill down. Meekah perhaps not opting for the Banner now. But wait, he did that beforehand, didn't he? He'd already had Banner isolated. So he should have a run here to go and grab Banner. Now, if he still has a target down here, it's definitely going to be close. Danny has a distraction off onto Montgomery's guard here. But Montgomery, of course, he'll enforce it. So Danny, I don't think this is what he wants at the moment. We'll drop the crowbar in hopes that Montgomery sees it, and he does. We'll get rid of his enforcer status. But Meekah, technician disguise, is right here. The kitchen knife is on him, and he's just grabbed this win from Danny, so it seems. He's frantically bumping Montgomery's guard, but he's stopped on the stairs. It's not going in Danny's favour, but Meekah now has that final kill. We'll be exiting first, and wow, what a comeback there from Meekah.
This could be, of course, within the 47-second mark. I figured I'd see a pop-up here. I don't see a Meekah finish just yet.
Meekah, press
it's
finish.
Really strange.
He's used to Roulette League and the self-admin stuff.
Yeah, it's not even their first match here.
It's potentially costing him it, not pressing down.
I'm not sure what I can do here. Can send a quick message to That's done. There could be, of course, something about the servers related to that, or the fact that the map order did change.
Well, we'll see if Danny now has that final jab onto Montgomery. We'll run to the exit here, and both straps are basically the same. If we go back to that 1 minute rip from Danny, potentially has cost him here. And look, the finish does come through from Danny's end. So
the finish does come through from Danny, but nothing from Meekah. And what is the situation here? I think the intention, we have to take it and give it to Meekah.
Yeah, well, we saw one restart from Danny there. I think there was no replans. I think, and Danny on PC quick loads. There's a big difference between Meekah's finish and Danny's finish, really. You can't say anything about stream delay, perhaps, because Danny's finish came roughly a couple seconds afterwards. So I think it would be safe to give this to Meekah here. I think if it somehow was a photo finish, Meekah has definitely finished way ahead.
Just trying to think how much detail I need to give the players here, but I think that the fact that I can't I can override the score here.
You can just override the score. It is Meekah's.
There's the victory there, and I'll just give an explanation there a bit later. Players are off. Okay, now it looks good with the points given to Meekah, and yeah, I will be setting up this next spin with a bit of more delay just to explain the situation to the players, and of course for the cutscene to play out. So
I hadn't even set it up. I'm gonna have a co-cast. I don't usually go there, but let me change it. We all need a break, don't we, from that Berlin? And what a Berlin it was! It was fantastic to watch, and Berlin delivering once more. Definitely one of the more entertaining of the big five, but we've got another one coming up next, Santa Fortuna. So we'll go to a short break here for having Santa Fortuna picked by DaniButa.
Good morning, 47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the malicious attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the malicious strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, three of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare.
Yeah, hello and welcome back here, of course. Santa Fortuna is our map too. Danny with the more favourable stats here. But, we saw Berlin. Stats you could say favoured Danny, but what a run it was from Meekah coming back there from what seemed to be a Danny win, but unfortunately struggled with that Montgomery kill. The distractions onto his guards and all the rest that followed. Was able to cope with it in the end, but it did go in Meekah's favour. And now Santa Fortuna is going to be an interesting map. Especially with the Red Fox strat. I know Danny's a big advocate for it, of course. Meekah practiced it on stream beforehand. Took a couple of tries to get him, but it's going to be interesting, and hopefully we see some form of spin where Red Fox strat would be safer, but perhaps not the most optimal.
Yeah, I think that would be the best compromise here, because nobody really likes if it's very obvious Red Fox and then the players will do the same thing, but imagine just that it's kind of a bit tricky for that, and players could go for different strats, different starts even. Of course, the mansion stuff and the submarine starts are very obvious there. Danny getting a very unfortunate cycle with the Matics. I guess Rico didn't go as far down as wanted.
No, well, he went past the bush and he dropped the thing, and that's when he got 6. So he should have gone outside, but perhaps IOI fixed something that Rico no longer goes outside of his mansion.
What fixed it? Well, I played this 2 hours ago, so in the last 60 minutes perhaps. But yeah, plenty of disguises here, not just the 3 targets. And should it be something more difficult there, that's even as to the challenge. It's not only the disguise, definitely the targets are hard, but some of the disguises are not easy to get without any items or without a 2-minute detour, for example, like the Shaman.
So I'm just doing a quick prediction here. So,
yeah, perfect. You're still new to this, no worries.
Yeah, it's cycled back round to you, so you can take the spin whenever it comes, of course, 30 seconds, and you'll know the spin, of course, being the admin, but you don't know.
What are you hoping for? Because I'm not sharing this one with you.
Jorge Fire. I'm joking. That'd be funny, wouldn't it, to see Jorge Fire? But yeah, we never know. I think something that just something that can have either Red Fox or not. You know. It depends the variation there.
Any Jorge accident would be nice, I guess, except fall, which is just dump him off into the lake. But there's no accident for Jorge here. It's Rico Delgado Kitchen Knife as a submarine engineer, Jorge Franco AR as a Coca-Field guard, Andrea Martinez Loud Pistol as a lead guard. It is a really Coca-Field heavy day because Meekah got a Coca-Field guard spin. I got a Coca-Field guard spin 2 hours ago, and apparently this one as well.
Wow, that's so weird one. What's your approach to this spin? Because you can have plenty of approaches. You could start Coca-Field worker, perhaps. You know, get the Jorge kill down quickly, have the elite guard and make your way over. You could then start Red Fox, which is what Danny's doing. You could maybe argue a sub crew start for that. You have your options here, and it's what I wanted. You know, is Red Fox perhaps most optimal? But we won't see a difference because both of them are using Red Fox. Wow, welcome Santa.
It feels like it is just a bit too safe for Red Fox Dread because Rico on the bridge is submarine engineer. Although I do have to say, I just know this problem exists, and I don't know if others have a solution for this. But the elite guard who's talking to the sub engineer will be walking to the mansion after 4 or 5 minutes. So if they are taking too long on this spin, that guard will get to the bridge. I'm interested to see if they tackle him in any way. You know which one I'm talking about? The
the one that the enforcer and a bit of a pain in the arse, really. He doesn't walk other, but he scares you. I think we saw it in the Providence Cup final. With Observer, perhaps he walks. He turns his head towards the bridge, but doesn't actually walk up it. Then just turns around and walks back down.
Is that the case? Because this only happened once to me. Full disclosure, I'm not a big stand-up fortune enthusiast. Happened only once to me, and Rico was found. So I imagined. I thought that because he walked all the way up there, but
I think far from to get spotted. He looks up there, but then goes down. I think as he walks towards that cave entrance where the 2 elite guards are. So
that makes a lot more sense for an elite guard, of course.
So yeah, it would be interesting. Like I think here it should be fine for Danny. Might drag him up a little bit more. Don't know. But when you get the sub engineer, you're gonna be going to Rico straight away, aren't you? So, oh no, ain't that bad. Is Danny gonna try and grab the elite guard now before going to Andrea? It could be close timing, but if he gets it off, it would be very nice.
Looks like it. And as just saying, elite guard isn't trespassing there, so you don't have to go the long way around and vaulting up there. I think it might just be quick enough. Oh, not in the bushes. That's a bit scary. But Danny has a 2-minute lead, which he doesn't know about because Meekah got the hermetic wrong on Rico. As we saw with the Danny practice, he just went to the other bathroom.
Yeah, so unfortunate. We haven't seen it often, actually, have we? With all that, and we always see Rico go outside, but it's different, isn't it? Perhaps make festival shots a little bit less safer because it's like if you don't know about it, you do it once, you think, wait, have they changed it? Does it not work anymore? Then you doubt yourself and you go into a whole thing.
Yeah, exactly that. Danny gets the perfect timing on Andrea, and this will actually be an isolation, a green gun ISO, because Paola is already out of the picture, but Danny with the last second attempt to save it, and nicely done. And this can make this loud kill even better because, well, push comes to shove. Danny can hide Andrea and this guard, oh my god, in that box.
Watch out for the cameras, Danny, man. Don't throw something at someone right inside the camera. But Meekah has Rico nice and sick here. Difference is, did he drop an item that time, Meekah, or not? Did he actually just let Rico even finish the investigation? That might have been an effect. It might have been.
I missed the item drop there. Surely. Yeah, Rico's going for a good way now.
Good. You have your two approaches here. You could dump Andrea out the window. You're not in a trespass, you're in a non-trespass in disguise. You know, but the response to a loud kill there from that guy outside is very quick. It is stupidly quick. You can't even dump her outside half the time, but Danny does get the kill first. Marty does take out the cameras first as well, which is always good, and I'm guessing we'll go to a sub-engineer next. Would make sense. The kitchen knife, God knows on my end where that's from. Where's he going to get that one? I don't know.
So many kitchen knives, none of which are perfect, but all of which are just a bit optimal enough. And I don't know if there's anyone in this fishing village. I know one is next to Chef, which would make a lot of sense as a lead guard. But
there might be some down here. We'll find out, won't we?
He's looking. Didn't think the bar area would have one, but apparently, no, we're right. There isn't one. Bit of a delay for Danny, who's going back and forth to get the kitchen knife.
Meekah has to knock out Paula and Andrea, though. No, it's knocks out the pair of them. It's potentially making that loud kill harder.
Yeah, I wonder what their approach will be. And it's not even the correct disguise, so it will be a bit later in the run. Might even it's the final kill, because Meekah is going for sub-engineer, and that seems to me that Rico would be the first one, and after it should just make more sense timing-wise to get to Jorge second.
Apparently there is a kitchen knife in the fishing village. Danny, both players now have the sub-engineer disguise. One difference is, though, Danny, he has the Andrea kill already sorted, and it's going to be challenging for Meekah here. Because if he wants to do outside, you have to knock out that guard, and he's going to have to leave Paula somewhere else.
Oh no, Meekah. Coming to this area as a sub-engineer, always scary. And with the reminder, which I told you before the stream, that Meekah would like to see a lot of reminders if a wrong kill is being made, or was made. So I'm a bit worried that the wrong kill is about to happen here.
He's going to knock out the soldier in here. Smart decision. It is, of course, concealed. Has a snail, though, so I want to see what he uses a snail for. Perhaps we'll use the snail on the two elite guards, where we saw Danny grab his one. But yes, approach for the kill is going to be interesting. Now, he boxes one, so Paola's going to be in this room. Or is she? He's going to dump her outside.
I'll be in the bushes as well, next to the guard, I bet.
He boxed the guard, though. If he boxes Paula, he's going to have to then do the kill and hop outside. But the elite guy's not that much of a pain, of course. He isn't trespassing, etc. So it won't be that much of a big deal in that regard. But Danny, though, does have the kill onto Rico. Just needs that pretty quick Jorge kill, isn't it? In terms of Jorge, it's not that bad. We'll swap into a mansion guard disguise here as well. Meekah takes out the cameras in the meantime. And don't do the kill wrong, Meekah. Thank you.
Yeah, just after some hesitation, leaves the area, and it's a nice Andrea setup, but yeah, the timing's gonna be a bit off. I mean, I suppose if with the back and forth and just getting Andrea first after all, Rico second, it could be like the 9 to 10 minute timing second cycle for
Meekah slaying these two just for the kitchen knife.
Was gonna be my choice as well, because not really anything else you want to use the knife or the snail for.
Because that snail would have made that Andrea kill a lot easier if he snailed the guard in the bush.
True there.
And the elite guard, when he comes back over here, he will be able to just grab it safely. And he will have to go back in this direction. Of course he will. He will get the Rico kill, but you're thinking about potentially a bit of safety loss there.
And the problem as well that the snail would have been really nice for these two elite guards, but Danny's shown and now Meekah will show that you don't even need a sedative here if your throws are good enough.
Danny gets a nice cycle onto Jorge here. She goes to the good bathroom from this angle. Where Seeker has a guard disguise already.
And like in the speedrun endings, I'm not even sure which categories do that, but seems... Oh, it was going to be a live kill finish of Santa Fortuna, but it's going to the wrong bathroom.
He won't have a spare Seeker either to use afterwards, so bring up the observers video. Where is it?
Observer is the one person who's comfortable with this isolation. I don't think anyone else is, but Danny?
The one insane person that's actually practiced the ISO here because they're impatient to actually wait for Jorge to go to a good bathroom. Well, it's gonna be and is that the elite guard we were talking about? Rico's found for Meekah, and we didn't get to see that loud kill for Andrea. It's a huge.
It's right before this close situation. We weren't sure that the loud kill was gonna work because, well, at that point it's gonna be the dump out of the window to the sea, but we know that it's not 100% certain, and we'll have to wait another few minutes for that.
This is tough. Danny's picked up red guns as well. Is that from the elite guard he's knocked out as well and hasn't fully Bush? So that elite guard, a problem for both.
Oh my goodness. Same problem for both of them, but Meekah rips first, and after all, well, with the loading screens taking a lot different times, they are virtually tied after 10 minutes.
So Meekah, though, different approach here. Perhaps not going for Red Fox now. Thinks about a change up. And I think this was the issue. I think the elite guard walks into this gap here, looks left, then walks through here. I think that is why Danny would have ripped there and why Meekah would have ripped. So I think that's what unfortunately occurs. And you wouldn't think about that, would you? An elite guard by a sub-engineer. No, he doesn't go down the bar way. He doesn't go through. He goes round that way. To
you never think of him.
Absolute inconvenience. And Meekah, perhaps, all he rips to there is just letting Rico go a little bit too far. Danny had it fine, you know. So it's really unfortunate stuff there. We'll be doing a distraction here. We'll distract Paula and Andrea. Andrea will investigate. No, she won't. She'll get someone else to. Great. Fantastic.
Unlucky. And not even a peekaboo opportunity here because Elite Guard isn't trespassing here. Might be a meeting room at this point with Meekah looking to delete the evidence, but that could create some bullet panic. Just a question mark there. I mean, just think about Meekah's reply. I think Meekah wasn't confident enough about the loud kill in the first place, and the fact that now for them the whole Red Fox chat didn't work because of someone. I assume that they know that it's the elite guard, but I think it's just a full-on plan change for them. As sub-engineer, it could be, of course, the sub-lure, but more likely the hippo lure, just a bit later.
Gun kick soon. Yeah, but with what though? You'd assume a pistol, perhaps, but he doesn't have a pistol on him. Oh yeah, he does. He just shot the camera struck at you, fool. He's just gonna wait though. If Judge come downstairs here, and well, it's gonna be the exact same situation as last time. It's gonna be the exact same. Whether or not he uses a snail for this guard or not, and he then again uses a snail for the kitchen knife, it's going to be the interesting factor here. Of course, could get the kitchen knife before against the sub-engineer and have that elite guard to pick up legally. And this is where I'm really worried. Where he does the loud kill.
It's going to be really tough there. The one redeeming feature of this is that the kill will be done at the 3-minute mark. So it's not the longest strip there. Though I wasn't sure if the door was closed there.
The one difference is with Danny and Meekah here. Danny has Rico isolated. They'll get the kill down at roughly the same time. Even Danny will probably get it first because he'll have to deal with Paula. You know. They're both doing the distraction.
Such a good timing for this without Paula because it's one less body.
Meekah, he's going to do out the window here, Meekah is. Going to get the shot off onto Andrea. Will be gunshot heard after dump her. Now, this is going to be really close. The guard will come right in. Meekah gets outside just in time. There's the whoosh. Well saved, Meekah. Well saved, but no! He goes under the window and gets ripped. He's hostile outside.
Just when he thought Meekah hit the jackpot, but there's one more agility action to do there, and didn't wait enough, didn't go the other way around, and just ripped there.
47's bad posture ripping Meekah there, what can I say? But Danny though, with a safer loud kill, gets the kill off dumper. No searching. Wow. What's this? New loud spot? Soundproof? Question mark.
I like that, yeah. Whatever happened there.
I wonder if that will ever happen somewhere, like, yeah, like they get that. And they go, oh, there's not searching, I won't bother to dump them. And then it's like, oh wait, no, it was heard.
It's like a IOI bug, but for once, it's a positive bug that allowed pistol acts as a silence one. Obviously, they will be searching the area. Just nice that we didn't get the appropriate UI there. Danny now with a 4-minute lead almost, and importantly, the one loud kill done, and the Rico isolation with the Red Fox chat as well.
Bit nice time with the sub-engineer here. Didn't have to wait around like he did last time, so he will have a quicker kill onto Rico this time. And what's he gonna do with the elite guard he grabbed? I don't know. If he's just tuck him into the grass and hope, and if he gets found once more, it will be that one elite guard just walking through that area through the grass, and it will have to just drag him all the way up to where Rico is. And that's the only way Danny will be able to fix that, or just go for a different elite guard entirely.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the first run. Of course, that was now 13-14 minutes ago, but Danny tried to make the timing by not spending time dragging that elite away. I think half of the body was not in the bushes, yeah. But we still don't know what this random NPC does 4 minutes after the trigger, if he can just as likely go through the bushes and then he will find the body. But we will find out soon enough. That's the second kill for Danny again. For what it's worth, Danny may be out by then. If he is quick enough shot and goes to the good path.
The thing about Jorge, his time near by the time he gets there, he'll be going towards his heart, I think. So the time might not work in Danny's favour at all here, and he'll have to wait around. He might be quicker in this aspect, but he still have to wait for Jorge anyways. If he wants to waste time, instead of doing it in the cover field, perhaps just wait around by Andrea. So you delay the elite guard moving, perhaps. But with Jorge's constant coughing, etc., you just never know.
Yeah, we can see he's right in his shed, which is the starting point of the cycle. There is one angle to make Jorge go to the favorable bathroom, but that will happen in about half a minute time. I think Danny is going to be right on time for that. He's going to get a different Cokerfield guard this time. Will he make the timing though? With this, 3 enforcers nearby, 2 are walking, 1 still has touch.
Sorry, I was about to change up from Meekah here. He opts not to go with the elite guard first like he did in his previous run, but instead go and Meekah shoots the cameras, runs past the window, but the extended lead action comes through. Has his pistol out, not crouched underneath the window, will be restarting. Danny though gets a secret off onto Jorge in this processing area, has the elite guard, perhaps might just shoot him from the exit, which he was aiming to do last time. Of course, his guards are a bit of an issue, but if he misses the shot, well, if
Danny is one of the few, Danny is one of the few I can trust this one, but this is still awfully risky for near mortals.
He's gonna get him moving as well, so his head will be easy to see. We'll get the shot off. Nice, Danny. I won't trust myself with it, but Danny does, and he does exit in good time, and we'll be taking Santa Fortuna there.
Like to see some 5-star rating, but he may not get this soon enough. He's just making his...
Meekah could fortify a finisher.
He just has to give him the points, sadly. Maybe you see the confirmation soon enough. And yeah, that's tie score. So.
Yeah. 2-2. For observer's sake, it is our first tiebreaker on Colorado after Berlin and Santa Fortuna. Still waiting, Danny. Come on.
Yeah, I'm willing to reverse the scores if that happens. But 37 sounds good. There, the 2-2 score. There you go. Thank you, Danny. Like a speed runner, just shows it for half a second. But that was enough for us to get the confirmation. So Colorado is the final map.
It was pretty simple to tell he had green guns, wasn't it? His guards are utterly useless. As soon as you kill them, they just walk away. So he would have been pretty unlucky for his body to be found in that 3 seconds he was waiting for the exit to appear. So it did seem all fine there, really. And yeah, Colorado are will be our tiebreaker here. I like it. I like Colorado and Raul Danny. Obviously likes Colorado a little bit as well. 7 wins and only 2 losses. Meekah also has 2 losses, but only the 1 win. So might be a favour of Danny, so to say, judging by his stats here.
Yeah, Danny, it's hard to say if this is his best map, but as a world champion, he would have ridiculous win rates by now in all of the maps. Definitely known for his quick and efficient Colorados for sure. We'll have to see if Meekah can keep up with him, or of course, if the restarts start to happen, then it's probably anyone's game to win this map and the match.
Does Danny do the sacred vote? Yeah, Anthony, if you do have a low explosive spin, please respin it. um, yeah, I mean, if we see that, just the sake of doing it, that'd be great, wouldn't it? And of course, the little vaults get you from the balcony up to Sean's roof is always great to see. Seen it once with Sparkles, and I shit talked it 5 hours before he did it. That was the best part as well. And I was that was a great moment. No, yeah, it would be fine to see it, even if he does then go round and crowbar the thing.
Of course, that vault would really.
You need. I don't.
Not in that sense. You may or may not see, but if I think we would only have to see that vault from a certain amount of players, but only really for a loud explosive weapon kill. We'll have to see about that one, and yeah, less than 2 minutes until then. Group A is definitely an interesting one.
Oh, it is.
Although it doesn't feel like the group of death anymore, but there's so much talent in here. Of course, Danny is the world champion, Throat is the second seed, and then Chrome and Meekah the top four. The four you would expect to advance, but then there's also at least Jodes there and Agorex.
You have them four, but what order will them four finish in? They can finish in any order, you know what I mean?
And the fourth place finisher will get a group winner from another group in the first round. So you don't you not only want to advance, but probably not in fourth place because
you have to play third. That's the one. I think was the thirds and seconds will play each other from different groups, and fourth and first. But another benefit of finishing first is you don't have to play a second seed for ages, do you? Or another first seed. It does heavily favour you finishing first, and you think, oh, I qualified, that's all that matters. Actually, the positions hold more value than people think.
Yeah, and that will, like, whether or not you will have an easy or a hard road to final will very heavily depend on your finishing position in the group stage. You don't not only have to advance, but positions will matter.
So I've just seen a spin suggested by Colours. Sean Fire Scarecrow, Ezra Injected Suit, Maya Full Hacker, and Penelope Drowning as in. I hope you don't see that, because that would just be a pretty long one, wouldn't it? And wow, that'd be an interesting sight to see them approach that. I mean, both players will be capable of doing it, but 30 minutes time, what will occur in our final map? There will be Sean Rose Full as the Scarecrow, Penelope Graves Injected Poison as the Militia Cook, Loud Explosive Weapon as a Technician for Ezra, and Sniper Rifle Militia Elite for Maya. Well, this is a nice little spin, isn't it?
Sparkles will love that explosive weapon kill.
Sparkle, yeah, I saw. I think you're gonna be getting Sean. You got possibly Hacker start, maybe. I don't know if you want to start Westbridge for the sniper, but Sean, you'd be isolating in the house. You could easily just use him for the tornado shower for that loud Ezra kill, for sure.
Yeah, although, yeah, of course the loud for the. It's really hard to say, right? Because the loud explosive kill can be done as a micro explosive at the exit. But if your loadout doesn't allow it, which I think it should, because you only need a sniper from this, then you would have to use the nitro with the Sacred Vault. But
even then, like where you're getting Sean for safety as well, you just might prefer using the nitro.
Yeah, hard to say, but the nitro is never going to be soundproof. That's the unfortunate part about it. So still an exit kill, but these are two suit starts.
I'm sure Sparkles wants to see it anyways.
Just in case. Just for the fun of it. In case there will be some waiting going on here, because I don't expect the Sean Fall kill done in any other way as this staircase after the 6-minute mark. Of course, there's still the explosive area, but I don't think it's viable for this one.
Could lure him up when he's in the Spec Ops talking to Maya if you leave Maya up and alive, perhaps. So it could potentially be an option. Now, the timing that we see with Penelope as well, we've always brushed a live kills Penelope. Always going to be a little bit interesting. You won't be able to get outside. You have to wait for her to get back to the house, but you have to wait for Sean to get back to the house as well. So if one of them sees a body, either of the pair, you know, it's going to be a bit close and all that.
Because what would make sense here without knowing game mechanics? They come in the different order, but I think it works the same way. Sean comes at 6 minutes, and you get the 4 kill on him. Penelope comes at 7 minutes, and you get the injection on her. But I'm not exactly sure if you can take care of one.
You'd need good buffering of the disguises as well.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to get the cook after over, but you know the kill for Maya definitely allows for that. I'd say you have no time pressure, in my opinion, for that. You have plenty of time after the Maya kill, if you'd opt for the stunt isolation, of course, to go around and do so. Danny leaves a weapon out here for the militia cook. We'll get a knockout. Boxing, pretty nicely done there, Danny. Good stuff. We'll get lots of whoosh. God.
It was looking nice until it wasn't, but gets away with it green guns. And yeah, as you said, there's not an awful lot to do here. Danny just secured the cook disguise for later and still can make it for the Maya ISO. And between the 2.5 minute mark and Sean at 6, there's nothing you can do with the targets here.
Meekah leaves out a micro explosive for Ezra there. Such. We won't see the Volt possibly be used.
That's basically a loss by itself. And oh, Donnie, what was that again? Oh,
I think it's whoosh from the micro throw.
And the elite guards came at just the right time to spot that, but it was only a 97% whoosh. And 100.
Oh, only that, and the other 97% whoosh as well. We'll unpack us on that and get that first kill. And it's a pretty lucky run for Danny. I wouldn't want to restart on this run at all. God, game's been nice for once. Weird.
Doesn't usually happen, man. Yeah, good for Danny. And I guess I'm not exactly right when saying there's nothing you can do with the targets before 6 minutes, because it's only a poke you need to do on Penelope, and he has the militia cook disguise, which is now he's getting. So could there be any distraction here done with the roaming guards and her bodyguards to just get that explosion kill done? I don't see any darts there, just the chanks, so no emetics. Difficult to say. And of course, Downey will be delaying her with every proxy conversation. It would be really big for this spin if Danny could get this kill done. I suppose it's only one guard talking to Penelope, so it's one trank and the bullet distraction. And before anyone turns around, and there's the combat there though.
Spoil from both angles. I think point man from his shed and then the other two. There's too many eyes on Colorado. There always is. Most of the time. You can sometimes, you know, you have your options if you manage to have like 5 tranks for every NPC around Penelope, but, you know, was good. Meekah will get a trank on to the cook here. Depends what we will see for Meekah now. Gonna be interesting.
Same situation. Yeah, catching Penelope, but Meekah is straight through the area. Not going to bother with her. And that will be those late 2 accidents, or I guess the poison and the accident after 6 minutes. He's not quite leaving the area though. Could it be a greenhouse kill?
Perhaps it would be interesting to see. I want to see his approach. If he does go for the greenhouse, I'd like to see his approach to it. Definitely make the Sean kill safer. He would have to grab the scarecrow en route to the house, and after that, he would be running pretty smoothly. He would just need that militia technician from wherever he gets it and run to the next. He already has the kill set up, you know.
So Danny with the K on Penelope, just muscle memory to get this triple or double ISO, but not the spin for this.
Both guards turned around. What's Danny going to try and do here? Use a generator for Penelope? Does she investigate? Meekah even. Will snipe the... Just do it, Meekah. We'll do it, and that ain't Penelope. She will hear the shot though. She will investigate the shot. A throw distraction for the other guard here. So it has both of them turn around. We have to try and run in and get Penelope, but the other one doesn't investigate. We use the briefcase once more, but you know, won't be investigated. It already is being investigated.
Oh, the frustration. And Meekah has to abandon this really quickly because 6 minutes is not something you want to miss for Sean.
Does get the kill off as well though. Wow, Meekah. Meekah, man. We see Sean approaching into the house now. Is he gonna get the scarecrow and try and rush that kill, or is he just gonna play it safe, knock out Sean and possibly put him in the basement and then come back for the kill?
I'm too conservative. I don't think the timing would be fine. Meekah agrees with me, just 18 seconds until then. It's gonna be even tight if you just change back into a militia elite, which is not just passing.
Yeah, it would make the world a lot safer. You don't need that quick disguise anymore. It's all good. You can swap back out if you want another militia elite here, but you don't really need one. After that Sean kill, really, any disguise in the basement that's not the suit would be god fine for this.
Yeah. Well, it's still a big if because Sean fall doesn't really matter which disguise, but can cause troubles because of all the moving parts of this spin, and the hacker will be coming.
Yeah.
Didn't check out the cycle fully.
It'd be interesting that if 47 did actually knock out with the briefcase in his left hand, he would have been fine. Because with the knockout, whenever he swaps into his right hand, of course, it will make the target fall to the left. So, there you go. Nice bit of thing there. Don't know why 47 can't throw with his left hand, but here we are. Always have to use his right.
Yeah, in some maps it's fine if it's actually good that the body falls to the left side, but Colorado is definitely not one of them. It's always a tight timing with the 6 minute mark, and Meekah just has to try again and won't see a finish from him for another 7-8 minutes. I'm really intrigued what Dani will do though, because you could even, I mean, that injection just seemed so hopeless, and not that Dani didn't try well, but so much has to do there.
Myers ignored two things there, the briefcase and the screwdriver, I think. We'll have to turn the thing once more now to use an explosive device. Is that a micro explosive device or a taser? I can't tell. It would make sense. It is.
It's micro explosive.
Micro explosive. We'll eventually get Penelope on the Myra even. God, mate, Sparkles, I'm doing it again. I get these two. I don't know how, but it just happens in it. Has Maya on the hook, and we'll knock her out here.
Yeah, gets the kill after some difficulties, but
all fine.
Not too difficult in timing wise, and could be even looking at a whole different direction towards the red barn, which, as you mentioned, is the other fall opportunity for Sean. Is he worried that someone's coming down here? Oh, there's the question mark. Nicely spotted by Dani.
Well, because he used the briefcase initially, which was not investigated by Maya. He then used the screwdriver, and that's good there. Does he get a little bit of trespassing?
Just for extra spice, but didn't go far enough into trespassing zone, so he's fine. Cannot get this disguise just yet. He could actually. Nice that he waited those few seconds. And apparently that card doesn't care about the guns as well.
That's great. Now, what's he going to do with Penny? Is he Meekah or just play it safe once more? Little things here. Good questions. We have time to leave the mission in the basement and then come back for the scarecrow. Might swap into the scarecrow now? Nah, he will play it smart and buff for his disguises. Meekah though with the kill. I don't like it when they do it outside, but here we are. I literally told him don't do stuff outside, do it all inside. And here he is, madman sniping Maya there, and
it's stylish, but people did rip to the two slurry pit guards, and just for full transparency.
Was it the one head turn they can see you throw an item, like in the head turns in this game? Oh, you'll love that.
You just gotta love it. Ooh, and Meekah goes for this throw as well. Of course, if the canteen guys aren't really responding, then it's fine. Meekah with a bit later could grab, and they still have the
Dani
Chang there.
Is Dani waiting for Pen, but she'll come after Sean, won't she?
So I think Dani. Well, now it's difficult because he has the injected poison, but I think he's just looking for any isolation on Sean followed by the 7-minute kill on penalty.
Makes sense there. Meekah in the militia cook disguise. Now this is going to get. Is he going to try the exact same as last time or what here? We
Gotta
see
be.
that Sean is approaching first for Danny. Check the map. Of course he will be. So yeah, it would make sense. He's just going for any, or just trying to find any isolation. Would make most sense here.
I can see now the movement on minimap. I was worried. Yeah, Danny's worried as well. Very strong coming, but it's not 6 flat, but a bit later for him. Flat just one conversation trigger. Still a nice separation to Penelope, which is what really matters here. Danny will have the same tiny troubles with the hackers though, so curious to see how he'll handle that.
It might just be a thrown KO, so he falls forward, not to the left, which actually was what ripped Meekah. He can't go into the greenhouse yet, so he's going to have to do his shenanigans once more with this.
Did you see the minimap? Oh, I don't think we'll ever see the minimap because this was a big peekaboo, and I think this will cause a lot of trouble for Danny because Penelope is just so close already. I don't think Danny could have done anything else but KO Sean immediately, and now he's getting trapped. Oh, this is really hard. It will be an upstairs ISO for Danny, which I don't know how successful it will be.
Well, he can get the pen kill right away now, so that's a positive of this, so to say. Pog Vault, but question mark. Sparkles might get what he wants.
Imagine if that's the winning move here. So difficult to say.
Because he will kill Maya, and then guards will go away. Which he will do. Lots of whoosh. Gets for trespassing. Does not get a prompter. GRB for Danny. Get wrecked, bitch. Does rip there. Meekah sneaks his way past the guard. Makes his way and gets the. Oh my god, we've had 2 psychos in the space of a minute.
What is going on? This fits in the within 60 seconds. Incredible. Both of them ripping.
I cast the Haven, and it had several things that should have been GRBs. They kept green up. What the problem was there for Meekah and Danny. Oh.
It's hardest to say for Danny. Of course, it's both frustrating because of that panic. I think it was gonna be really hard out of the way, and the fact that Sean went into the war room anyway.
The thing, Danny had to do that because
he had no other choice.
Any lockdown in Colorado, you don't want a lockdown in this map. It's not the most favourable of things.
No, I wonder what would have happened there. Now, of course, the basement would have been fine, and Sean just goes for the lockdown. Probably an extra 3 minutes and gets another chance at the 4 kill.
Penn's guards would have responded right away though. They would have, wouldn't they? So 2 guards coming from outside, the panic from the kitchen might then cause them to look into there, and you don't want it, do you? You just don't want lockdowns on this map. So and because we just see a restart so often, we don't know what would happen afterwards.
Yeah. Not much we can say about the Meekah GRB. That was just straight unfairness.
Meekah, that's nice. He will recognise that he's taking the Scarecrow over with his explosive anyway, so he's not wasting any time doing this. The one risk he might cause here is a slight thing we call the hostile glitch. Which
depends on if it's going to change here.
He will drag outside.
Or they drag this elite outside, which is going to be nice.
Good smart stuff.
And Meekah will still make the 2/3 timing, and that's one less disguise to grab. Should this go to a finish from both of them, and a potential photo finish might matter, that Meekah just saved 20 plus seconds here. But this really interesting deviation might just decide Colorado, the fact that Meekah is going for the early Penelope poison, and will be a much safer Sean ISO, while Danny will have the same problem in 4 minutes time. I don't think that targets will be any further away from each other.
It's just gonna be really close here. Like Meekah I don't know who's quicker. I have to go with Meekah because he gets pen earlier. He only has to wait for Sean timing. You know, it's really they're inseparable somewhat. Danny will just have to wait around a little bit longer for that penalty kill. Meekah this time will have the Scarecrow disguise there. So it's getting really close, and their quick strats. They can still have another 4 minutes of gameplay before we start going. If they rip now, chances are their run's done.
Yeah, it's a really long 30 minutes actually.
It felt a bit. Colorado. It seems like it's been going on for ages, but here we are, still on it. Cook will see the SMG left on the floor, or the AR. I don't know what one it is, but doesn't matter. He will track the Cook. Goes a bit far away, but can safely swap into his disguise here. And, yeah.
All right, but for Danny's
got
there was a janked placed for the guard who's talking to Penelope, and now
this is lovely.
this is gonna be really close because
he
I think
has her on the hook, so she would investigate this. We'll bump these two.
quickly around the corner before the staircase. It's combat from above.
From above?
Damn it.
Oh, didn't watch out for him. And it's weird because only one distraction, and I don't know. Unfortunately, but he's not out. He still has time for a run here, and that would have been such a nice kill. That would have been such a nice kill. Unfortunately, weren't working. And it seems like Meekah's strat here is shooting the generator and then throwing a briefcase to get into the greenhouse. It's working wonders, and hopefully he's all fine this time. Of course, if he does get another GRB, it will be fine in terms of time-wise. Danny has just restarted. This could be exactly, and I think the sniper is what's putting them off. I really do. Because the pickups on Colorado, they ain't great, but Meekah now, this weren't the intention.
And this is not what Meekah wants here. Out in the public.
He could sneak into the greenhouse now. He could just sneak in here now. Because she will return back into it. So, she should, right?
But will it be like the occupied room mechanic from the NPC?
Go back in, Meekah. Don't try and do this. It's already been investigated, so we'll try another throw distraction here to distract one of the remaining technicians. He will distract one. We'll maybe be able to slot his way through here, Meekah now. Penelope! What's she doing? Trespassing. But we don't know if that's ripped or not. The exclamation mark would seem it, and it does seem like this will be a restart from Meekah here.
That was so close. Meekah has to keep with this one. He had red guns from before.
But I think it's red guns now. I really do, because the exclamation over the head, it weren't close, but
the exclamation itself is fine, and it's just such a little trespassing.
We're wasting time here, but where Sean's come back. Sean's back in the house now.
That's the bigger problem.
That's a huge problem there. Distraction onto one of the guards. He has a trank he could potentially use, but how's he going to use it here? Guards are looking everywhere. Well, Meekah, pick up a screwdriver here. We'll turn on the generator once more to get the other guard distracted. Penelope's guard ain't being distracted by the screwdriver, so hopefully he can try something once more to get her distracted. And so you have to be a good effort here onto Sean. So to say, we'll do another throw distraction. Will be heard and seen, but he can sneak his way in. In the meantime, it seems does get in. Instantly spotted by Penelope. No, but found by the other guard. It will be a restart.
That will be definitely too much. I mean, I can't blame Meekah because it worked twice and they know the steps to make for this isolation, but it is just a bit too sketchy in 6 minutes. And the fact that you can't make Sean after this, after the backup at least, just felt like it should have been abandoned, but it's just the hindsight we have and not the 22 minutes of frustration that they have, and definitely.
Yeah, and I think
not their fault for this.
We're at the time very shortly where one rip, and they got 8 minutes 30 left. Danny's trying to get, if you get Penelope back at the house at 7 minutes, and you still have to get the Sean kill, you still have to get the technician. That's going to add time. Even now, I think for Meekah, perhaps it's all done. I think potentially it's only Danny here who is trying. Maya's not listening to his distractions. He's got to do a really long chain load here to try and get her around. It's not going in Danny's favour at all here.
Going for an almighty chain lurch so long and 4 or 5 steps, and he's missing one. This might be the end of this run, and if Danny cannot find this, and if Danny were to restart with 7:20 to go, I don't think that's possible anymore. With 8 minutes and the penalty kill at 7 being one of the last kills, it should be still fine, but yeah, Danny has to make this one happen, and with patience and 2 more chains, gets this isolation done and first kill of his 4th main run.
It could be a bit of a blessing. Because if we really think about it, he's going to have less time to try and force a pen kill. So he might just go back and get her in the house, which is a safer option, instead of trying to improv something. So perhaps, this longer mic but actually be a good thing for Danny. So he doesn't
it's a really good call.
Sean kill, so, it's an interesting thing. He might go to cook this guy and try and buff everything to the house now while he waits. And I think that would be a sensible decision here.
Feels like that's the play here. Oh, Danny can't even do the previous placement. If Danny has the last ditch idea for a greenhouse, which we've never seen from him, oh no, here we go again.
So yeah, we're going to the greenhouse now.
It is a Wordsworth greenhouse spin, but no, Danny abandons immediately. That's funny. The fact that he's tried, or I'm not even sure what he was looking for. I think he's just given up on it immediately. Now a minute until Sean is here, and that's probably a back and forth for the Scarecrow disguise.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's looking for an untrespassing disguise. No, he's going back to the box for the double eye. So
yeah, it might just be what we saw last time from him. And with 6 minutes 25 left, he's fun. You want to play it as safe as you can now. I think that's what we're going to see. Meekah misses a shot, smartly diverts away, and avoids a lockdown.
Goodness me!
Great from Meekah there to avoid a lockdown, because a lockdown there now certainly was in fact. There's no boxes nearby. Yeah, no, you're not surviving that.
And this is their last run. Just make it extra official. Not that the time would end prematurely, but they cannot do this run in less than 6 minutes. Ooh, the last second KO on the pissing soldier, but that's also fine for Meekah, and you get the militia cook again. Greenhouse or no greenhouse for Meekah? That's the last main question, probably.
He's gonna have to. I think with the time that's left, he's gonna have to try and do a greenhouse kill, and he's basically worked for him twice. And yes, the last one didn't go well for him, but if it goes well for him once, it makes the world of difference, doesn't it? All he needs is that Scarecrow onto short, and other than that, he'll just have a technician after this, and potentially could almost steal something. Danny has Sean coming in here. He's going to watch out for the hacker. Let's him move out the way first before getting out of the box. Good stuff there. We'll knock out Sean. Should be able to drag him around just in time. Good stuff there from Danny. Is aware of the hacker, which was the reason why he ripped in that area last time. Now we've got the red part of the spin. Always a scary thing when the spin time goes red.
Speak out when I play and it gets yellow, let alone red.
Oh, yeah. I see the colour change. I'm like, oh wait, have I lost or what?
Exactly.
But
Danny certainly has not lost.
You see Pen coming now. She's right there on the map. Penelope is right here.
And that hacker, the next movement of him will be to look towards 47. So I'm not sure if this is the best timing to do so.
Not the best time. Just play it patient. Play it like you're saying Penelope normally.
Probably the play to go.
You can't go over now. He has to just play it safe. 4 minutes left. He has time to waste a minute on this kill, I think. Scarecrow, this kill won't take much longer than he thinks. Yes, he might have to go grab a technician, but to do all that, take less than 4 minutes. You'd hope. Just have to play it safe and carefully.
Danny can do this for sure, and Meekah having more troubles there, but this time around gets both of the elites away, not just passing here, but Penelope is looking towards 47, a last-ditch effort to make it happen. A very important life kill, Meekah.
Danny!
Who can make this happen, but Danny is compromised.
From who? Is the hacker right there? Perhaps he thought he was walking away, so he thought he could jab the kill there, but unfortunately, no. He can't do it now. If Meekah has the Scarecrow here...
And Meekah did have the Scarecrow him from previous run.
But did he buffer it this time? I don't think he has buffered it this time like he did in the previous run. Has he?
I think he wants...
I don't know. He wants militia elite to make it
you might
safer.
be right. That might have been the third try, not the fourth. Regardless, he's looking for a non-trespass in
he'll
disguise to
have-
get the KO and the drag.
He'll have enough time. Let's be honest.
He has.
Because he has the Ezra kill set up. You know, he will certainly have more than enough time to try and do something here. So, all eyes are on Meekah, and user says no, Greg again. The irony of the hacker that rips everyone being called Greg is amazing.
We were looking for the hacker, but the hacker is on the picture. Was on the picture during the post screen. I think Danny was also missing that because he was blending in so hard.
Meekah's going to trank the hacker, not wait slightly for him to move around. We'll drag him down the basement. She'll be fine.
It was also almost an early KO on the hacker almost, or Sean almost, because we know that the jank animation takes longer, but luckily Sean wasn't in view, and Meekah is looking for an outside fall with Penelope down, and they are all coming back to this garden. I'm not even sure if this is going to be any easier.
I don't think it will be. Has the Scarecrow here as well. The ease of doing it upstairs would have been so much easier inside the house, but no one's outside. But a guard's right there.
Oh, he's outside.
I said no one's outside, they're right there. He has nothing to deal with here. He has a screw. Don't you dare distract him. Don't knock him out. Oh, he's investigating a weapon. He will get a subdue off onto him here. No one is still outside for Meekah. He's have to be kicked, but more guards are approaching. We'll dump a guard over the balcony. Raiden here. Still green guns though. 2 minutes left on spin. It's Hurd.
That's the question mark.
Dump's Hurd. So it's back
Need to drop something.
Yes, drop
so
something.
of course, these are the two Penelope guards, and one of them spotted the weapon. The other one spotted the hacker. But after this, they would go to the barbecue area, making the 4 kill almost impossible. Here. This must be the last-ditch effort.
Well,
I'm not even...
He still needs a technician disguise. That's the margins we're dealing with here. You can't do the kill here. It's only a KO. Wait for him to move. He moves at the right time here. He's going inside the mansion. Meekah, 80 seconds left. Coming down very slowly. We'll get the kill off. Onto Sean. Just needs a technician now. How long this is going to take? He has 70
Need to check
seconds.
the question marks once more, and there's the question mark. Needs to throw something. He will. I'm not sure if that's good enough. Isn't that the peekaboo now?
It's only
60 seconds.
He just needs a technician. There are some here. If he has that trank, perhaps wasting time from tranking the hacker, causing issues. We'll do a throw stretch onto the technician. 50 seconds left now for Meekah. Is this going down to the wire 2022 part 2? I don't know. Who knows? This can be a bit of a hard area to try and deal with, but the technician going around in a good area here. Meekah does get a subdue off onto him. Still green guns is all that matters. Going out into a bad area. Can drag him. And yeah, we say a good point from Color. Does have a free one here. Loss of whoosh. Does get it off. Swap disguises, which he does. No, he doesn't. He's going to try and block the whoosh. He does, but he gets even more whoosh.
Oh my God.
Swaps into the disguise now. Meekah
20 seconds.
in disguise. Pulls out his micro detonator.
What is going on?
Camera's taken out. We'll get the kill off. Still green guns. Meekah at the X with 9 seconds left. Press his finish. Wow, leaving it to the wire there. We thought he was finished. We thought he had gone. We thought the opportunity for the finish had gone. But no, he comes through with 9 seconds left on our thing. It might have been 13 or something, but wow, Meekah. Leaving it to the wire there.
Just not trying to use too big words here, but there has not really been a more extraordinary last couple of minutes to the spin. And that's not including Donnie's incredible last effort. What a Colorado and what a match. Meekah showing us the camera, the excitement, the shock, I think, that he's just beaten the defending world champion.
I'm stunned. I really am.
Yeah, this is incredible.
I can't even hear his reaction because I've had to mute the stream because of the bloody music. There's his own problem, that is. But wow. Wow, Meekah. What a way to win it as well. We thought he was out. I said at the start, is there enough time? And the Penelope kill working for him, thankfully. But wow, the Sean kill. God, that could have been so much easier for him.
The fact that both the Penelope kill needed so much backtracking, the Sean kill needed how many screwdriver jobs that took in the hostile disguise and on the technician. And still exits with a silent assassin rating with 12 seconds to spare in our servers.
Oh my God.
This has been the craziest 30 minutes of the World Championship so far, no doubt.
Yeah, that was a great map. Colorado delivering once again, and we will see what that Meekah win does to Group A. Hopefully, OBS will actually let me interact with it this time. And it does, thankfully. Throat still top on 18 points. Chrome with 16 after 5 games each. Danny on 11 after 4 games. Look at this from Meekah after 3 games on 10 points. Wow, what a good start that is from him. A sweep and 4 points from Danny. What a position that's put him into. You know, sweeps from other people, and we said this seems to be the top 4, but in any order, and Meekah's showing why.
Meekah
and Igor both on 5.
Meekah is 8 points behind Throat with 2 games on hand. The remaining 2 undefeated players here. I'm not even sure when they are playing. I think in a couple of days. That will be very important for the group win. But yeah, Chrome 2 points away from Throat, Danny with a game on hand, and just 7 behind Throat. So it's just incredible. What will happen here in this group?
I don't know, and I think we do have more games from this amazing group to come today and tomorrow. We'll look at them now. Yeah, and here we are, Sparkles versus Frivolous. That's 19 CST. A triple header at 22 CST on a Friday. Wow. Ebramade versus Goulet. Barb versus Leo Perk. And Shashin versus Rustle. God, and then at 2 AM, Shashin versus Rustle again. Rustle, what a rookie he's got to be, eh? He's been playing pretty good, and playing twice in quick succession against Shashin. Then Gordini Roy at 11:30 in the morning tomorrow. Gorge, I like it, man, at 1 PM CST. And anything else from the game today, Meekah? Go on, I'm penalty prediction. That's why. In for fun.
I do want to hear from Meekah because they would have a lot of stories to tell, but I think we've run out of words here. It has just been an incredible Colorado in itself, but don't forget about the Berlin and Santa Fortuna when Meekah and Danny won their own map pick in very impressive fashion. They are not only top 4 material, but going to go very, very far in chaos stages.
Just how close that Berlin was as well. Like the comeback from Meekah on both Berlin and Colorado there was insane. You know, both times we thought Danny's out. Danny should have won this, but no, Meekah, the kid onto pen, proving he ripped on a couple of times with the GRB, then the trespassing and all that, but he got it when it matters.
Yeah.
Wow.
The very last round, the very last 12 seconds, I guess, the last minute finish. Just no words.
I know I'm in disbelief of what's just occurred. Like, wow. I'm at loss for words here. And yeah, I think that's all from us. I'll try and find someone that's live. Oh, Mendy's live. Oh, Gordy's live. Who? Mendy or Gordy? Someone vote. Mendy is playing Hitman, so it's only right to rate Mendy. So yeah, we'll go back to Idler. I'll make a short decision, and yeah, we'll see you all later for more Roulette Rivals World Championships. Bye bye.